over the last couple of years, I've taken complete dropshipping beginners from zero to thousands of dollars in sales within weeks because of one simple reason. And it's funny, I actually took a random subscriber from $0 to $5,000 a day in sales as a challenge on one of my YouTube channels a couple of years back. But you might be thinking, Henrik, was all of this luck, or was dropshipping just way easier back then? No, because I do this over and over again every single week. And in today's video, I'm going to reveal to you the entire strategy. See, dropshipping doesn't really have to be difficult. You just need one thing and your life will completely change. Forget the gurus promising you crazy results with TikTok organic and basic dropshipping strategies. Wake up. You're being brainwashed by people selling you a dream. I mean, do you seriously believe that you can just treat dropshipping as gambling with a basic product, sell it to the US and get tons of profits? Well, the answer is no. But with the 3-step process that I'm going to reveal in today's video, you can finally take control of your life and stop spam testing products. Later on in this video, I will also be interviewing one of my students who was struggling for the longest time, who's going to give you the secret to success with dropshipping in 2023. Now, there's 2 approaches that I use to get insane results. Either selling products to Europe or selling products to the US. Just be very aware that if you sell to the USA, you have to stand out. Now, before I explain to you the one thing you need to succeed with dropshipping, you first need to understand a few key elementals. The days of running saturated products with a decent website to the USA is over. And if you don't adapt and change right now, you are going to be crushed. So how do I make beginners rich with dropshipping from scratch? Well, first, let's talk about the product research strategy. Now, the first thing I look for when I'm trying to find a winning product for my dropshipping store is something that I can sell with at least a $20 margin, but more importantly, something that I can either bundle or make upsells with to boost my profit margins. When dropshipping to the EU, you have taxes and VAT to pay from your ads manager to the products that you sell, and therefore it's very important that you find products that you can have a high margin with, or even better, set up bundles or upsells for to maximize your profits. Now, one criteria that I have for my products is to sell wow factor products only. I don't recommend anyone that's starting out there to run basic healthcare products or things that makes your life easier, the problem solving type of products that all the YouTubers for some reason tell you to sell. No, it's simply very competitive and incredibly hard, and you're better off as a beginner selling something a little bit more random where there's much lower competition. And by the way, some of these stores that I've been running have a conversion rate of up to 9%, which means that 9% of the people visiting the website actually ends up making the purchase. So put down your phone, because I'm truly giving you life-changing information in this video. For dropshipping in Europe, I like to use TikTok as my advertising platform, but if I sell products to the USA, I like to use Facebook for one reason, and that is to avoid competition, and Facebook gives me the chance to find my own unique untapped audiences. One of the biggest reasons why we're successful is because we're able to avoid all the competition and do things differently. So as you can see, I just pulled up the moving sand art, which is one of the most talked about products over the last couple of years. And as you can see on the picture here, it's quite unique. Now let's play the video out. As you can see, it kind of has like a time glass effect, and in the beginning all the sand is on top, but then when you come to the end of it, the sand is actually at the bottom, and then you can flip it around to restart. So if you look at some variations here, we can see that this one is barely begun, all of it is on top. And then if you look at this one, it's almost over. Now, while all of you are selling this as a home decor product, we can take a completely different approach to it that gives us a whole new market. We could sell this product as a morning or nighttime meditation device that you can use as a time glass to get in your minutes of meditation every single day, so you can start every day feeling well and refreshed. So we started off like this, right? The whole thing is set up normally, and by the time that the time glass effect gets out and all the sand has reached the bottom, you're done with your meditation for the day. And that probably takes a couple of minutes. So it gives you a chance to get into a meditative state, and we now have given the product that's pretty saturated a completely new life, selling it to a brand new audience. Now that might not be the best example, but I think you understand where I'm going with this. Now when we're selling products, there's 2 main selling points that I like to target. It's either selling products that gives people the feeling of nostalgia, or products that makes people buy based on impulses. You see this result right here? Yes, I was using the nostalgia method to make that. People love to be dragged back in time to when things were better. Therefore, selling products like the Game Boy phone case can work exceptionally well. Very few emotions are stronger than nostalgia, and reliving your old life will always be worth a little bit of money. But let's jump on Zoom real quick to talk to my student and see how she managed to become successful. Hey, what's up? How's it going?
It's nice. Thank you. What about you?
Yeah, pretty good. I just wanted to get on a quick call just to ask a couple of questions as you struggle very long to find a winning product. I know you spent a lot of money and stuff on your product as well. So I just have a couple of questions about your journey with dropshipping.
Sure.
Okay, so the first question I have to you is, what was your biggest struggle when starting?
You know, I'm new in dropshipping, and all those products I see on TikTok while I was doing research, for me it's something new, and I was thinking that those products are good, and after I show it to you, you told me that yeah, it's a good product, but they were trending 3 years ago.
Yeah,
So,
running many
I
saturated products or old products.
also, yes, like normally on our first call you told me to prepare like 30 products. So
Yeah, I
thanks to you, I saved a lot of money, because for sure, if not you, I would try some of those products and probably lose money.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Okay, next question. What do you think was holding you back from succeeding with dropshipping before?
Like, my page was okay. My ads was also like getting good click-through rate and everything. I think it was only, everything was about product.
So pretty much the same, honestly, just running old products and things like that. Will you tell the viewers where you're currently at with your store? You had a 9%
Yeah,
conversion rate, didn't you?
yeah, I
Yeah,
have.
that's
That's
crazy.
crazy. I remember on beginning while I was making few sales, I was so happy that I had this 1%, and now it's 9, and it's really crazy. So yeah, for sure, your advice to, after I like change design of my website and I make it like in this gym page, it was the best choice. My best day was almost 50 sales in one day.
Yeah, 100%, and we will test a couple of new videos. So
Mm-hmm.
last question. If you had to give one piece of advice to people that's dropshipping now, just like you, who feel like they're stuck, maybe they have a product, it's making some sales, but they feel like it's never really working, they're testing products, spending a lot of money, what is one piece of advice that you could give to them?
Like, for sure, to not give up, because you never know. And also maybe to not stay too long with one product. I spent too much time with old products that made some sales, but they weren't good products, and I spent too much time with them.
Absolutely. Well, let's keep scaling and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
All right, that was the call with my student who's been doing very well lately. And if you want to get personal mentorship from me, you can send me a message on Instagram right here. Now, do you remember that in the intro, I told you that you only need one thing to succeed with dropshipping? Well, that one thing you need is information, but more importantly, the right information. And in today's age, that's very hard to get, as pretty much everyone out there is a complete fake. As I told you, the store that my student is running now has a 9% conversion rate, and we have a very high conversion rate on pretty much all of our stores. And that tells you one thing: the web design is incredibly important. Now, if she has a profit margin of around 50-60% with a lower conversion rate, she could end up just having a 20 to 25% profit margin. So you need to understand how to make custom landing pages that stands out. We're in 2023. You can't be dropshipping like everyone else, and you have to learn how to make unique website that doesn't look like dropshipping. And you can use multiple apps from this in the Shopify App Store. Pagefly is a very good app, and also Gem Pages. Using these apps, you're able to make your own custom landing pages that doesn't look like a basic dropshipping store. The second thing we can learn from all the super successful dropshipping stores that I've created for myself and my student is to not just keep testing. Don't just sit there like a gambler and run new products. take a step back and see what's going wrong. And for the person we just interviewed, that was simply just having the wrong product. For you, it could be maybe you're selling to the wrong market, but always take a step back and see what is it that I'm doing wrong, and don't just dropship on autopilot. When you can figure that out, you're probably going to be successful very fast. And the 3 things I see beginners do wrong is having the wrong product, not putting in serious effort to make your website stand out, not having a unique marketing angle and your own audience to avoid all the competition, and number 4, which we're going to talk about right now, not understanding content creation. In 2023, you need to have the best video ads possible, and if you cannot understand how to make native content that, for example, fits TikTok, you're never going to stand a chance. The reason I'm so successful with dropshipping is because I create the best video ads, and I'm kind of able to hack the TikTok algorithm by placing advertisements that just fit perfectly. So you need to understand, how does your advertising platform work, and how can I make an effort to actually fit in? Because if people see your video ad and just skip it, you're not going to have any website visitors to begin with. So your store can be perfect, but if nobody clicks, does it really matter? The 3rd step that allowed me to change everything and become brutally successful in a short time period was to start selling to Europe. Listen, the competition in the US is just insanely hard. There's so many people dropshipping there, and if you can just get your website up and going and get someone on Fiverr to just translate it for $5 or $10, you could take the product and sell it to a completely untapped country where nobody else is running it and capture the whole country. It's much better for you to be the only person selling a product in Germany with a translated website than to be like everyone else selling in the US. And the reason this works so well is because we're hitting them on a much more personal level. When you talk to someone in their language, they automatically have a little bit more trust in you, and you also eliminate all the competition pretty much by selling to Europe. Now that's going to be it for this video. I hope that this information is the last pieces you need to become successful. If you apply this, you should be able to see really good success with your dropshipping store. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click a like on it and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.